All right, all right, all right. What up? What it do? It's your boy JDQ with Vision IV TV. And as you can see, I don't have the usual typical green screen backdrop behind me because I want things to run just a little smoother tonight. So some of you are gonna have to apologize. Uh, what's the word I'm looking for? Forgive me because typically I have like the backdrop, the background with the logo and everything because I like everything to look nice for you guys. And that's not the there's no difference tonight. It's just I want things to run a little smoother than usual. And sometimes the backdrop, you know, it just makes the computer go slower and all that stuff. So I figured why not? So, anyways, yeah, tonight is a huge night, guys. So tonight, there's a lot to celebrate. There's a lot to be happy about. There's a lot to be joyful about. There's a lot to, thank God for, and there's a lot to thank you guys for. So real quick, I know there's a few of you in here, so I do appreciate the love and support, and that you guys are, whether it be stopping by for a few seconds, a few minutes, or the entirety of tonight's show. I do want to thank you guys in advance. And I do want to say, blessings and love to you guys as always, right? That's like my typical routine is telling everybody, blessings and love, whether it be through like a video or a comment or whatever the case may be. We got Emily Rose in the house, the lovely, beautiful, amazing Emily Rose in the house. We've got Wendy, sister Wendy in the house, and I know there's a few other of you guys, and sometimes y'all don't want to like talk in the live chat, which I respect. I really do respect that. But since you're here, I want to thank you guys in advance for being here. You could have been anywhere else. You could have been watching something else. You could have been doing anything else, literally, but you chose to stop by, and that means a lot to me and the team. So thank you guys in advance for being here. So a quick summary of why we're celebrating tonight, right? Because some of you might have seen like the title, like 3K sub milestone celebration. And while we are celebrating the 3,000 subscriber mark that we reached earlier this morning, actually, I want to give you guys a quick summary of how this channel even came to be and the many hurdles and obstacles that we've had to overcome and kind of like push through to get to where we're at. One of the obstacles, as you can already see, is we don't have the greatest equipment. We don't have the fastest equipment. We work with what we got. Um, Producer Jay, he does have really good equipment. so so like when he streams his stuff, like it comes out smooth and fast and amazing. And like I'm sure Kiko is the same thing with him. But when I stream from my house, from the blessed, amazing uh, computer that the lovely Emily Rose was kind enough to gift me and the team. Um, Sadly, the Wi-Fi connection, the internet connection, and a bunch of other stuff don't favor me, right? So, but I do what I can with what I got, and I make. Not only do I make lemonade out of lemons, but I make tropical punch out of lemons. Meaning, I really do my very best with whatever I have at my disposal, right? So that's one of the hurdles and obstacles that I have to like continuously jump over and just kind of like push through, right? But aside from that, a side note, in case some of you did not know, this is the sister channel or child channel, right? From another channel that I used to run. So just to give you guys a quick summary, all right? Because I want you guys to understand how this channel came to be and why it's a huge deal that I'm making tonight about the 3K celebration. So this is the old channel. All right. I want you guys to look at the subscriber count of my old channel. All right. 72,800. Over 72,800 subscribers in my old channel. Okay. Now, some of you might be saying, like, how in the world, like, how Why are you here? Why are you on this smaller channel? Let me explain. So this old channel, right? For those of you who came from the old channel, OG supporters, I want to thank you again for even considering joining the this smaller channel, right? And supporting the smaller channel. This old channel, okay, um, is mostly about confronting child blankety blank, right? I never did catch myself. Well, I attempted to do 2 catches and confrontations, but for those of you who come from that channel, understand and know how that went, it went south, sadly. And I couldn't continue doing confrontations and catches because I didn't have couldn't really count on a team to help me perform the catches and confrontations. As much as I would have loved to, go that route, right? But this channel, if you guys ever go to this channel, which it's still at my disposal, and that's something that I want to explain to you guys. But if you guys go to this channel and you go through the playlists and you go through where is it? Right over here, the interviews, right? These are all interviews that I performed with the different predator catchers, right? I don't know if I'm gonna get flagged for that word or whatever, but and that's how that channel came to be, right? It blew up for other reasons, and and I'm grateful for that too. But I want you guys to understand that channel, that old channel, right, where I used to perform like the interviews with the characters and all that. It's still at my disposal, and I am tempted every day and every week and every month that passes to just use that channel, right? Because it would be easy for me to go back to using that channel because while it is not monetized, it's a big channel. It is a big platform, right? And so it would be easy for me to take that route and just kind of like keep doing streams and videos on that channel, right? But I decided to go the more difficult route and start a channel from zero, from scratch. So that's where this channel came to be, right? This channel doesn't focus on CP and confrontations and catches. This is like a completely separate channel altogether that has no connection with that channel in that sense, right? We don't talk about any of that. We do still support any of and every of the previous channels and catchers that still do this, right? Like Alex, Arizona Predator Prevention, FM from Creep Spotlight, Ghost from CC Unit, and the list goes on and on. We still support every single one of those catchers, right? As we usually have and usually do, right? If I'm not mistaken, not too long ago, Courtney Elizabeth had a celebration because I think she reached like 10,000 subscribers or something like that. And we were there to help celebrate her and their and her and Chris's milestone on their channel, right? And so we still root all of those catchers on. We still root what they do, and we still support what they do, right? I'm just not at the forefront anymore of being the someone who my bad, 100K, 100K. See, my bad. So Courtney Elizabeth and Chris, the camera guy, they reached my bad. I'm sorry, Courtney. I'm so terrible. They reached the milestone of 100,000 subscribers, right? And so I was part of a celebratory, congratulatory video that Chris, the camera guy, did for her for the channel, right? And so I was there to support her and celebrate that milestone with them, right? So that never changes. That will never change. I will always support all these catchers and people who confront these CPs, right? Um, but this channel, the topics that we handle on this channel are completely different. It's something that I want some of you guys to understand, right? A lot of There's a lot of new subscribers, which is why we're even celebrating today to begin with, right? why we're at 3K subscribers plus. And for all the new subscribers, hey, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thanks for like giving us the time of day, and we really do appreciate that. Like especially me, right? For whatever reason you decided to join the channel and subscribe to the channel, if it was because of the quote unquote like gossip within the music industry or like the entertainment industry, hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Like my team and myself, we really do appreciate for whatever reason you decided to subscribe to the channel. Now then, that being said, I want to be transparent and honest, like I always am, about why and the purpose of this channel, right? This Vision Eye TV channel. So this channel dedicates its efforts for the most part, right? When you go through the chill streams, the team streams, the podcast episodes, the longer version videos that we have on this channel, you're gonna find that most of the time we tackle serious topics, we tackle like deep topics, we tackle topics, of course, yeah, dealing with like the music industry and exposing certain things, but and mostly bringing light to a lot of things that happen within the entertainment industry, right? But we do it in a way where like we do not compare, but we bring like biblical prophecy within the mix, if that makes sense, right? We don't preach. That's not what we do. We don't preach on here. We don't, that's not what that's about. However, within the longer format videos or chill streams or team streams or podcasts, you guys are gonna notice that we tackle like meaningful topics, right? And sometimes it just so happens that the music industry or the entertainment industry is tied in with those topics, right? Not always, but a lot of times it is. And so, I just don't want to um, give anybody like false hopes or expectations of like, oh, this is a gossip channel. Oh, this is, like we say back home, farandula. Not really. Sure. And the shorts that I drop every day or every other day, I do bring up things that are happening in that day or that moment or whatever. And and yeah, sometimes it's just funny stuff that happens, right? Because I'll be honest, there's a lot of funny things that happen within the music and entertainment industry, right? But my bad. I was fixing the audio on my side. But that's not primarily what the channel is about. So I just wanted to like be honest and clear, transparent about that. I don't want anyone to like join exclusively with those expectations that you're always only going to get quote unquote gossip within the music entertainment industry. So if that's the only reason why you join the channel, I highly recommend you guys to scroll through the playlist, scroll through the podcast episodes, check out the chill streams, check out the team streams. Like we tackle a lot of deep conversations. Like Kiko and producer Jay, and sometimes my brother he chimes in, and we discuss music, we review music, discuss the entertainment industry, we discuss the music industry, we talk a lot of meaningful topics. Right? What's going on, Sabrina from Arizona Predator Prevention? Thanks for being here. I appreciate that. It, Sabrina is another one that we every now and then, like when she does a live stream or like drops a video or something, we share her streams on our community post tabs. Because again, we share a lot of the channels that we support still, right? So Sabrina from Arizona Predator Prevention is one of those channels that we still like support. So if you guys go through the community tab on our channel, you're gonna find some of her videos and live streams. I think for the most part, she has like live streams on members only, but like when it's happening, I think you still can access it. It's only like after the fact that it ends that you can't like re-access it unless you become a member, which I do recommend. For those of you who are wondering if it's even worth it, it is worth it. So definitely subscribe to her and become a member from her channel. But yeah, like this channel is built on a lot of deeper, meaningful like topics when it comes to the content that we create, right? Um, I was talking to Emily earlier today, and I mentioned not too long ago, a few days ago, how I'm working on a short documentary on trap music, the trap music genre, and the new wave of hip hop and rap genre, right? And I think it's gonna be something that you guys are gonna want to like watch and take a listen to. There's gonna be a lot of useful information in that short documentary. I'm hoping to get in touch with some of the other channels that I follow, like Young Patriarch, um, Fallen World Films, uh, Red Hood, right, and Constantine, and other channels that I follow and share content for, right. Um, and there's gonna be a lot of useful information that I think everybody should like listen to and just kind of like consume because it's not going to be opinion based. It's going to be fact based. It's going to be evidence. It's going to be proof based. And I think it's something that you guys are going to want to check out when it comes out. I don't know when I'm going to drop it. I don't know what day. I don't have it scheduled, but I am currently looking up information, gathering information to then put it in a full documentary, right? Yeah, and she's saying, yeah, it's live stream, and then after it's numbers, and then when it's exposed in time, to get unlisted for captions and exactly. So, but I mean, again, for those of you um, who like following channels that confront child keyword, and confront them about it, she's definitely a channel to follow, subscribe to, and become a member of. So again, Arizona Predator Prevention. Um, Subscribe to their channel and become a member. But yeah, so oh snap, we got Chris from What's Your Story. Now Chris is another fellow YouTuber that I also like follow and support. If you're having a rough day, you're having a very negative day, he's always got to pick me up. He's always got motivational, inspiring words for you. So if you always need like uplifting like messages and words of encouragement, Chris is your guy from What's Your Story. So go sub to him if you're needing like a little push, like motivation, inspiration. Go ahead and subscribe to him ASAP. He's always a good guy to listen to when it comes to that. Um, oh snap! Oh snap! We got the back burner. The OG supporters know who the back burner is. New subscribers are not going to know. But the back burner has been there for me and the channel, from the old channel to the new channel from day one. Yes, yes, we have worked very hard, and I'm very grateful, yo. Like I am. Listen, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm beyond grateful and thankful for, first of all, like my family, and then like all the supporters that came from the old channel to the new channel. I'm. It's just, and yes, I'm seeing a lot and a lot of the OG supporters in the live chat. We got Courtney in the house, Courtney Elizabeth. I was just talking about you a few minutes ago. So I appreciate the love and support. Thank you so much. And we celebrate y'all. Like, listen, I don't drink or nothing like that, so I'm not gonna do that. But I am gonna make a lot of noise. I am going to scream a little bit. I mean, not too much because it's a little late, and there's people that live on top and like behind us. But we are gonna have a good time tonight. We're gonna go through. Uh, the lovely Emily Rose suggested that we go through some of the top viewed and top interacted with live streams, videos, and shorts. So we're definitely gonna do that amongst other stuff. Um, but yo, like I am beyond. Oh wow, and you know what? Backburner, we still we need to have that conversation. I haven't forgotten. It's just there's a lot going on, and of course, the recent passing of my father, among other stuff that has been going on. So I haven't really been able to like make time to like have that conversation that we said we would. Because that's going to be an amazing, beautiful conversation to have on an actual stream, if you're okay with it, of course. But yeah, yeah, I I acknowledge that and I agree with you. Um, yeah, yeah, she is. She is an extremely beautiful soul. Extremely. and she's one of the many reasons why I'm even still here. So, for those of you who love my voice, for those of you who love seeing my face, most of you should thank Emily Rose because if it weren't for her, I probably would not be streaming either at all or as much as I do. Oh man, but yeah. So I real quick, I do want to thank I think I have the greatest family that a guy could ask for, and I'm not just talking about the immediate nucleus family, like my mom and my sister, my brother. I mean my entire family, my cousins, my uncles, my aunts, my grandparents from my mom's side. Uh, I am beyond blessed, beyond blessed. I truly do believe, and I've always said this, but there's never been a better time to say it than now. I am beyond blessed with the family that the Lord has allowed me to be a part of, right? The family that I grew up around. I have the greatest cousins. I have the greatest uncles. I have the listen. When I tell you guys that I am beyond blessed, like beyond blessed, um, I've seen it. I've seen it more so these last few months than I've seen it my entire life. Um, I love my family, yo. Um, I really love my family, and I'm grateful for my family. Sorry about that. They have been um they have been overly supportive of what happened recently, and when I tell you guys that, like for example, uh, Kiko's dad, right? Kiko's dad is my dad's oldest brother, and that man, yo, I have so much respect for that man. Um, he's like he's like the one who like takes care of the family. Like whenever like something happens, like oh like my sink got damaged or like my car needs like the brakes to be like changed or the whatever, right? Like he's always there for the family, yo. Like always, every time. So I I don't think he's gonna like see this video because he's not the type to like watch the streams and stuff. But um, just so that he knows, Jachin, I love you so much, man. Um, we all do, and thank you for everything you've done for the family. Thank you for always being there for pops, and thank you for always looking out for him. For like the last day, we appreciate it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I'm getting emotional, though. I didn't honestly. I didn't. I always try to like not cry on screen because I don't like how it looks. I don't like what sometimes people might assume. But I'm just genuinely beyond happy. I'm so sorry, yo. I'm so sorry. Um, it's just a beautiful family that I'm a part of. And Liza, thank you also. You know what you did for the family. I appreciate it. We appreciate it. I don't know if you ever gonna see this, but if you do, thank you for helping the family, and blessing the family the way you did. Um, my uncle Juanito, from my mom's side. Also, I know you're probably not going to see this anytime soon, but thank you for also doing what you did for the family, for us. Appreciate it. And I'm just grateful, y'all. And I don't care what anybody says. I know 3,000 subs isn't a lot, especially not nowadays. I know it's not. It's a small milestone, but it's not the number. It's having gotten here with so many things going, like, against me, like, so many obstacles thrown at me, you know what I mean? And I think that's why we actually celebrating tonight is, the fact that, that we're able to push forward and push through even with, like, so many obstacles, like, against us, like, again and again, I'm grateful and thankful for, like, the equipment, right? Like, the computer I'm working with, the webcam I'm working with, the microphone I'm working with. I'm grateful and thankful for everything, but reality is that some of it, whether it be, like, the Wi-Fi connection, whether it be the computer, whatever the case, right? It isn't at optimum levels, like, where I would like it to be so that everything is, like, as smooth as it should be, right? So that alone, like, typically, it would discourage me. I would not even want to, like, move forward because of something like that. Because when I do stuff, I try to do my very best, and I try to, like, give my very best, right? So when stuff like that happens, it just kinda it should discourage me, right? But, you know what I'm saying? Like, I listen, tonight is the night for the shameless plugs, okay? So, like, this is what we're doing. This is what we've been doing all this time from the old channel to this new channel. Like, this is what we're gonna continue to do. Like, we're not gonna quit. We're gonna keep pushing forward. We're gonna, no matter what is thrown at us, no matter what, how many obstacles we have to face, we are going to carry on. We're gonna keep, the show must go on type of scenario. Um, and yes, um, yeah, we got here organically. That's the other thing that I want to celebrate is that's the other thing. I could have easily invested some money into, like, promoting my channel or, like, there's people I could easily go to on Fiverr and all these other websites and pay to, like, push, you know what I'm saying, artificially my channel forward and gotten, like, bots to, like, join the channel. But we got here organically, and it just blows my mind because it's like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I'm gonna show you guys some stats and numbers so y'all can understand, like, why my mind is blown sometimes, but, like, there's numbers on some of these videos and shorts that I do not comprehend. I'm grateful for, and I'm thankful for them, but, like, realistically, I see them, I'm like, "Really? This is what people like? This is what people wanna, like, keep watching? It's crazy." It blows my mind every time. Um, we got Memo Benjamin in the house. Yo, what's going on, brother? Thanks for being here. Thank you. For those of you who are here, man, like, I listen, and what is it? Listen, I'm going through scrolling through the live chat right now, and I just seen some of the comments. Y'all are funny. Um, yeah, I had if for some of you who, and I appreciate that, Chris. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I think as part of, like, the promotion on Instagram, I put that short clip of Drake saying, like, "Oh, we built this." Oh, yeah, the Thanksgiving stream. Um, I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys, like, the statistics and the numbers of some of the live streams and videos and shorts and all that stuff. Just to give you guys, like, an idea of why sometimes I'm, like, surprised of, like, at what most of you or a lot of you, like, are into when it comes to, like, our channel. But, I'm grateful, yo. I'm beyond grateful for every single one of you guys. I truly, genuinely mean that. And I don't know, I'm someone who usually, right, um, can talk very fluently and articulate my thoughts, but sometimes, like tonight, it's like I don't even know what to say sometimes when it comes to this kind of, like, milestone or accomplishment or however you want to call it, right? But yeah, like, again, like, to come from something like this, okay, which, again, by the way, at any point in time, I could log into that channel, that account, and just do videos and do streams, and it's not monetized, right? Because it got nuked in a way, but I can still utilize it. I can still put videos on there and, do stuff on there and reach a lot of people. But I've chosen to go take the high road. I've chosen to, and some of you are like, "Oh, well, that's dumb." Well, the problem is that sometimes in order for you to feel like you're doing something meaningful and purpose driven, sometimes you have to take that higher road, right? So while I could be kind of technically using like taking the easy way out using this channel, which has nearly 73,000 subscribers, right? To my advantage, I've chosen to start from scratch. Again, start from scratch. And I think, yeah, exactly. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. And that's the part that most of you should keep in mind is I didn't have to start from scratch. I didn't have to, but because of the topics that I wanted to tackle and branch out from the main topic of that old channel, right? I wanted to branch out and talk about other stuff. And so, I was like, all right, bet let's do this, let's start from scratch. And then I wanted to get to monetization status within the year, but I think it's been like maybe 2 years and some change, maybe almost 3 years or something like that. So it's taken us a while, and we're still not there. We're still not monetized on this channel, right? But yeah, that is a goal, but that's a goal that I'm willing to be patient with. Like I'm not gonna stress out about it. I'm going to trust that the people who need to see our content will come across it and they will find us and they will be benefiting from the content that we provide on here, right? So, but yeah, I do appreciate that. We do have a lot of drive, especially me, because when I told Kiko and producer Jay about the idea, um, they were all in, like we're still all in. But at the time, we were trying to like figure things out, and we weren't sure on how we were going to program ourselves. And uh, I tried my best to organize everything, and like we're still here. We're still here. Mostly me because I've decided to like go this route and make this hopefully in some way, shape, or form my primary source. Right at some point, will I still be? Because I was working up until not too long, full time job up until like a couple months ago. So for those of you who are here, y'all know that I mentioned how I am trying to get this to be like my primary source, right? It's not gonna happen right away. It's not gonna happen anytime soon. But I am working on making this like my main thing. Will I still have to hustle outside from here? Yes. Unfortunately, especially how things are going nowadays, I'm going to have to continue to have like some type of like part-time or full-time job on the side until this channel gets to where it needs to be for me to kind of like mostly depend on it and do this full time. I want to. But that's something that I'm willing to wait for and be patient. Um, anyways. So I'm going to show you guys some of the best performing videos on our channel right now. So you can get like a gist of what's going on and what some of you are into. And I'll be honest, sometimes I don't even know why, but I'm not gonna get mad at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna let's see. Here we go. All right. So see which okay. So check this out, y'all. Right here, we have the best performing um posted video, right? That the channel has. It's got close to 18,000 views, right? And it dropped April 14th, 2022. I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I'm only gonna play a few seconds of some of these videos, right? Um, but I just want to show y'all, like, let's see if I can get to it real quick. Um, where are you? Okay. Again, I can play the whole thing because time is ticking. I don't want to take too much of your time with this video, but just kind of like to show a little bit of some of the stuff that we. Not gonna lie, sometimes I cringe when I hear myself say that. Fun fact for some of you. But here's a little bit of that. Hold on. Let me. There we go. My bad.
Penny was when?
The first Indian penny.
First Indian penny?
Yeah, the first Indian penny was back in from like the 1800s somewhere, right?
Who was using that?
The cowboys, people from that era. People using gold and silver to trade.
Do you know who created the
Let's kind of scroll forward a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Now then, that being said, what happened when Abraham Lincoln became president of the United States? What big major event historically happened when he became president? Go ahead.
The Civil War.
The Civil War? Okay, Gigo.
Supposedly. A new transition from slavery to workmanship.
Okay, okay. Beautiful, beautifully said.
I think people like
For real.
Okay.
Those people came into power.
Okay.
The ones in the background.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you get kind of like the gist of it a little bit. There's way more to that conversation, but sadly, because of like the connection issues, and sadly because of like how choppy it is, I'm not gonna be able to like directly go to like the best part of that stream. But trust me when I tell you, it was a very, very awesome conversation that we had that time. Where's the other one that I wanted to show you guys? The Thanksgiving stream. I think the Thanksgiving stream, if I'm not, let me see if I find it. Here we go. Okay, yeah, here it is. Okay. And I'll do my very best to kind of like, switch through some of these videos. Let's see if I find, there we go. Okay.
Pushing myself to be on here.
Oh, snap. Yo, my guy. What's going on? Brother Red. Listen, I think I am the only one to this day that I'm aware of that calls Red Brother Red. Right? And that's Brutha, Brother Red. I haven't seen anybody call him like that. If there's any way in heaven or hell that you find a way to legally or illegally stream The Chosen Season 4, I will let you know. Matter of fact, towards the end of the stream, I'll see what I can do. Not tonight, but I am going to see if I find a way that I am able to stream it, like you said, legally or illegally. I'll definitely let you know, give you a heads up on, because I tried using some of the streaming sites on here, right? And sometimes it's like too choppy. Sometimes it's like it lags. Sometimes it has like weird commercials and advertisements that I just don't want to see. But I'll let you know. All right, so let's see a little bit of this Thanksgiving stream.
I don't know how to explain this, man. Like I'm one of those weird introverts, because I'm an introvert in the sense that I prefer being to myself and being in my lonesome. I prefer it.
This is still true.
I like solitude.
I do.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
However,
not gonna change.
I'm not an introvert in the sense that, like, whenever I am in situations like this, or out in the open, in the public, and I'm around people, I love talking to people. I love complimenting people. Like, yo, that's a nice shirt, man. Where'd you get that? Oh, cool. Yo, those are nice kicks, man. Where'd you get those? Oh, nice. Hey, that's a nice hairdo. I like it. Hold
on, this. I think Gigo has something funny.
So, while we wait for Gigo to re-enter the VIP room, so I can have him on.
Oh,
I can, because he was vulgar. I gotta just tell it how it was. So yeah.
What if you switch out the words for like stuff like thing or stuff or the place?
Let me see how I can say this. So yesterday, one of our patients came into the office.
Oh, he's always got good
He
stories.
must have been at least 62, 63. And he came in with some short shorts, right? With no underwear on. Yeah.
My chest.
Yeah. So he came in with no underwear. And he's complaining about having a rash in his groin region. And that his banana was turning brown like a banana. And then he was complaining about.
This is why I think this is why that this stream did so well. I think it's because of Kegel's story. How far am I away from? I'm like more than half away, man. I'm like more than over 2,000 hours that I still need to like reach to get to hit that goal. Like, and it's funny because the problem is that most people that subscribe to the channel, because they subscribe to it off of the shorts that I do, right? Like the 15 to 30 seconds to 1 minute shorts. A lot of people miss out on the longer format videos and streams that are on here. And so, it makes it more complicated to reach those public watch hours. But we are missing more than half of the requirement for sure. I think we're at like, I don't know, 2,900 something like that. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. Well, okay, hold on. Let me see if I find that part. Hold on.
Oh, is this from the I know it's crazy. And I'm being nice about it because I'm not trying to speak the way he was speaking. Yeah.
Sorry. Let me mute myself. Hold on. Go.
So anyway, he was like, hey man, my penis is turning brown, man. Is this from having sex with the woman I'm having sex with or having intercourse with? We're like, no, man, that doesn't happen like that. Right? So this fool gets butt ass naked in front of me and the doctor and starts like wiggling with his penis. Like, look, doc, you see this? It's turning brown. I think this blank with his woman, it gave me this brown stuff. Now I'm itching all over the place. Right? I'm like, no, that does not happen. Sorry, yo. This nigga gotta get up. But yeah, man, we get crazy people come through the office every once in a while. And the way they express themselves is very vulgar. Like they talk out of line. You know what I mean? So anyway, he's sitting here playing with himself, like, look. And then we're like, no, that's not how that goes. So anyways, long story short, he had what we call jock itch, right? And but it was just crazy. It was just crazy that somebody would come into the office pretty much with no underwear to show off his genitalia, talking about what he's talking about. And we're like, nah. And then he's talking about how the medicine's not working. You understand what I mean? You keep freezing. So yeah, man, it was just weird. After he left, me and the doctor sat there talking like, man, he's crazy. Like just straight up vulgar, talking crazy. And every once in a while we get people like that come to the office and you just sit there thinking like, what? Like, what? We don't even know you like that for you to be doing that, you know? But the thing is, you don't get jock itch from having sex with a woman. You might get STDs or something like that, but in his case, because as we age, our bodies dry out. You understand? You start getting like jock itch and all this other stuff. So it's you okay?
Man, the laughter was so hard. I think I actually choked on myself. Like,
Yeah, I didn't mean to do all that. But yeah, man, people are I just don't get it, man. I personally think he was an exhibitionist and he didn't care. He didn't care to be vulgar. That's just how it is.
I'm gonna try to find the other part of the stream.
oh my
And
goodness.
none of the girls at work want to deal with it either. That's the thing. That they like, can you take that patient? He's
Of course
not
not.
great. And me,
Oh,
I won't kill you. You understand?
Mhm.
Because I just don't have that hatred in my heart.
An ant walking, or you know what I'm saying, an ant's footsteps, or like a pin drop, or
Oh,
trying to find that other part where
you know, whether it be because they have God in their heart, or they're just, you know what I'm saying, they love human beings and love women, and love females, and want to protect them. They don't go through with it. They rebuke it. They rebuke the thought, and they push it away as far as possible because they know it's wrong. But for someone to actually go through with that, again, they have to be in up to a certain level, even if it's bare minimum, like say 0.01%. They have to be in some way, shape, or form or level of demonically possessed, because
trying to find.
anyone in the right mind would never do something like that.
yeah, I know.
War equals caca.
Anyways, it would take me a minute to find the actual spot where he talks about. He has like some crazy stories, yo. But anyways, I'm pretty sure that most of the reason why that stream did so well is because of so many hilarious moments within that conversation. That's why, listen, that's why it's important for any of the new subscribers. That's why I'm telling you, like, if you're not watching the team streams, the chill streams, you're missing out on so much. We have the craziest, most like weirdest conversations sometimes. Like, and sometimes it'll start off with a deep, meaningful topic, and then at some point along the way, it'll morph into like something truly, genuinely hilarious. And I mean, listen, like when you're having a conversation with Kiko, like you have to realize that he's like Michael Scott, where he'll like start talking about something, and he'll like build and construct the thoughts as he goes in the conversation, not knowing where it's gonna lead. So I mean, yeah, like if y'all not watching the team streams and the chill streams, y'all are missing out tremendously. I promise you. I promise you. But anyways, let's see some of the shorts, the shorts that are doing well right now, just to give y'all more of an idea of what we're working with here. But so, for example, right now, for the past like 48 hours or whatever, these are like some of the top performing shorts, right? We've got the Busta Rhymes intense beef with Nizzleman. We've got the Flint, Michigan rapper and the Hitman epic fail. Drake defends Tory Lanez, and all that good stuff, right? Obviously, I'm not going to like hit play on some of these right now, but just by hearing some of the titles on some of these shorts, like, and seeing some of the numbers, like, if it doesn't baffle you the way it baffles me, because come on now, over almost like, I think there's way more numbers than this. I think the Busta Rhymes short is over like 12,000 right now or something like that. But over 12,000 views, and I think 30 something subscribers or something like that. Let me see if I find it. Is, again, I'm grateful and I'm thankful for it. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I am I am beyond happy that this video made a lot of people interact with it and sub to the channel and all that. But 30 subs, and I was right, over 12,000 views in just like 2 days or something like that. It just baffles me. It really does baffle me. Yeah, man, not me. We did it. We did it. And we've got, speaking of Kiko, we've got Kiko in the house. Which reminds me, if Wabisito, David, if you want to join the stream, Kiko, if you want to join the stream, I sent the link to the emails. I think the only one I didn't send the link to was David, but I'll do it right now, real quick. Oh my goodness! Well, hold on, where is it? Anyways, while I wait and send this email to my brother and all that, like, I mean, and then the attention span is pretty good too. People stick around through the entirety of the short, which is 16 seconds really, but 15 seconds overall, right? Well, I said that backwards, but you know what I mean. Let's see if I can find. Okay, here it is. Here's the link. Copy link. I'm about to send the link to the group chat. I think David could join through his phone if he wants to. But the link has been sent to the emails of producer Jay and Kiko. So, but yeah, man, yeah, we're celebrating tonight. One of the longer format, like, short videos that is doing pretty well, and I'm surprised, is this one right here, and it's a good one. Like, I actually took some time to edit this video and chop it up and stuff, and for like a long format video, which is almost 30 minutes long, to have, you see it right there, 57 more views than usual. It's got over 100 views, 2 subs from it. Oh, David's driving. My bad. My bad. But yeah, I mean, what else? I know there was another video I wanted to show you guys that was okay. Wait, man, I lost it. Where are you? Oh, that's why it's not showing up. Okay, boom. So check this out. A short on Paul Wall. Okay, that all I did was show like a before and after of him when he was like still like popular and stuff, and then now he's got like gray hairs. That video over 14,000 views and 28 plus like subscribers, and it's still going on strong, to a certain extent. So it like again, I am grateful. I am beyond grateful and thankful for the patronage and the support on some of these videos, right? But it does blow my mind still how a lot of these shorts, how well they do. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying like, again, like I want everyone to know I'm grateful for it, right? But it just baffles me. Like, sometimes I do shorts that are um, more interesting overall, like in a general sense, and it won't do not even half as good as like some of these videos that I showed you guys. So it just baffles me. But I am beyond grateful and thankful for it. Um, what was the other video I want to show you guys, like, for the team streams, team streams or chill streams that let's see. Thanksgiving. Oh, here we go. Here's the other one. Okay, perfect. Look at this. So here's another one. This is actually, I think, in my opinion, this was like I mean, it was a designated stream because I did title it like the greatest concert in Puerto Rico so far, right? And I talked about, I think it was today the Amigos concert, but yeah, it is. Yeah, okay, perfect. So this is what y'all are witnessing right now. This is one of the reasons why I should be discouraged to like not do this anymore, right? The choppiness, the lag. Oh,
In this case, it happened because some of you are aware, or most of you should be aware of
catch my ass.
the revivals that had been happening a few.
So Memo says you gotta do another catch with Alex. If I can find that catch on here, I'm gonna try to share it because that was a funny one. But Memo says you got to do another catch with Alex. U.S. Drake was classic. I agree. I agree that was one of the funnest times I had in a long time. And the thing is, Alex has come to Florida. I want to say like a couple of times after that, but the problem is there was something always like going on. One of the last things that was happening was, my dad was like in the hospital, and I was having to like go to the hospital every day, basically. And so it wasn't. It's never a good timing. I mean, I'm pretty sure now, like that's all like pretty much like over with, both sadly and thankfully. I could see there being, if there is another opportunity where he is over here again, I can see myself being more available to like do it again. Um, but that's why it didn't happen more than that one time. But yeah, I agree. It was funny. It was a funny catch. I don't know if the dude was like 100% like thinking that it really was Drake that was on the catch, or if he was just playing along because he was scared and nervous. I don't know to this day, but either way, it's still hilarious. Um, but here, a
Days
little
ago and
bit.
weeks ago, right? And some of them are still happening to this day, I believe. And that's something that we all can agree is, and there's no escaping it. It happened and it's happening, and there's everyone around the world as a witness to those revivals and the coming revivals, right? That doesn't happen everywhere. People's lives changing for the better, people's eyes being open, people's hearts being cleaned, people's minds being, you know what I'm saying, like cleaned out of all negative thoughts, uh, people's spirits being repaired, people's lives just just changing towards, like, there's people that, I'll put it to you this way, there's people that went to that concert that went with a hardened heart towards a lot of things. There's people that went to that concert having drug addictions and left differently. There's people that went to that concert probably like fighting the urge to, you know what I'm saying, off themselves. And their minds was changed after the concert or during the concert. There's people who wanted to maybe like run away from their home, but they gave that function, that concert, that event a chance, and they changed. There's people who wanted to do crazy things that day or the day before, but they gave that concert and that event a chance, and their lives were transformed. That does not happen everywhere, and that, to me, not only me, that should qualify in everyone's mind that that should be considered a great concert, a great event, a great function. Um, Again, the the numbers, you know what I'm saying, are just numbers.
I still think that's one of the more powerful concerts that ever did happen in PR. And I will always say it no matter what. Okay, so Emily found the clip of the catch where I was, pretty much like playing the role of like Drake. So we're gonna play that clip just for old time's sake. And let's see if I find it. Well, not that if I find it, but because and just literally posted the link. But I need to use. Okay, where is it? All right. I need to go to the channel and the stream and get, hit the link. Oh, that's right. Okay, I remember this. Okay. Now, hold on. This is funny. All right, about to share the Drake catch.
Steph Curry.
Yeah, I like Klay Thompson.
Oh,
Klay Thompson too.
Yeah. He's actually a Raptors fan right there. He's like one of the Raptors' biggest fans.
Oh, jeez. Okay, I figured that.
Yeah, you know Drake?
Yeah, Drake.
Dude, it's literally him.
That is literally Champagne Poppy right there.
I feel like it look like Drake.
No, it is Drake.
Yeah, it is.
Jeez.
That is actually Drake.
Oh my God, Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't notice?
Oh my God, Drake!
Here, Drake. Here, Drake. You want to get a picture together? Here, Drake. Drake, come on, have a seat, Drake.
Oh man.
Yeah, no, that's actually Drake.
Dude,
Yeah, he actually has like a summer home in Orlando.
you didn't notice?
Yeah,
Come
that's
on.
actually Drake.
You wanted to sing a song like Hotline Bling or something?
Okay.
A little one dance?
man.
Hotline Bling. Oh my goodness, yo. Pablo was
You're watching the NBA. What about you? What's
Watch
your
one
favorite
more
NBA
time.
team?
one more time.
Miami Heat and Golden State Warriors.
Okay. Who's your favorite player?
Steph Curry.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
Klay Thompson.
Klay Thompson too.
Yeah.
The,
He's actually a Raptors fan right there.
the comments
He's
are
like one of the Raptors'
amazing.
biggest fans.
Oh, jeez. Okay, I figured that.
Yeah, you know Drake?
Yeah, Drake.
Dude, it's literally him.
That is literally Champagne Poppy right there.
I feel like it look like Drake.
No, it is Drake.
Yeah, it is.
Jeez.
That is actually Drake.
Oh my God, Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't notice?
I
Really?
didn't know.
Here, Drake. Here, Drake. You want to get a picture together?
Here.
Drake, come on, have a seat, Drake.
Oh man.
Yeah, no, that's actually Drake.
Dude,
Yeah, he actually has like a summer home in Orlando.
you didn't notice?
Yeah, that's actually Drake.
Champagne Poppy himself.
You
Oh my.
wanted to sing a song like Hotline Bling or something?
Okay.
A little one dance?
man.
All right. Anyways. Well, here let's do something. For those of you who want to see that happen again, I will say this: if y'all pitch in, listen. If y'all pitch in, okay? Yeah, he did. If y'all pitch in for a man weave, all right, to where the hair is exactly like what Drake's hair was at the time, I will wear that hairpiece. I would wear that man weave and get a haircut and do the whole look. I'm talking about I will make sure I will look exactly like him. And I promise to get Alex to get me to go on a catch with him and redo this, but to another, P word. So if y'all chip in for that, I give my word, I will get Alex to get me on another catch and we'll do the whole Drake thing and up it up a notch. So if that is something you guys are wanting to see, then, by all means, I'm down for it. It's just obviously, like I said earlier, I want to do things as best to my abilities. So, so that y'all have my word. Y'all have my word. If that's something that you want to see, then yeah, pitch in and we'll make it happen. I've got Geeko in the background. I'm gonna add him real quick. Yo,
What's up, player?
what's going on, man? Celebration time.
Celebration time. Hey, congratulations.
Yeah,
What's up, man?
It's congrats to all four of us, well, all five of us, really, but
Well,
all three of us.
whoever helped you out, bro.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
well, I appreciate that.
Yeah, keep doing your thing.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, you're a part of my thing, so
Well,
I mean,
I'm in the background. I'm in the background, player. I'm in the background.
Yeah.
I'm in the background. I'm watching over. I'm watching.
yeah.
Everything. Ain't nothing getting past me.
I see that.
What's up?
See that.
How you been, man?
I have been, as you can see, putting in work through the shorts, and a lot of those shorts got us to the point of the success of earlier today. So just dropping videos every day or every other day and just watching the channel grow organically and naturally. And I think I'm gonna see if Jay is okay to get on already. I can't tell.
Yeah, I just got done talking to him. He said he's getting on.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I called him before I got on. Shout out to everybody. What's up?
I just wanna make okay, good. Okay. So he is ready. All right. I'm gonna split the screens up a little bit more because I feel like we're too close to each other. Here, all right, that's a little better.
Test.
Yeah, we hear you loud and clear, man.
Oh, what's up? What it is? What it do?
It's
your boy
JDQ.
JDQ.
JDQ is a hazy, folks. Hazy.
Oh man, it's funny because I did that earlier, like on the stream, and I was like, man, I don't know if I should have changed it up because it's a different time to stream. But I appreciate the highlight.
Congratulations, senor.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that.
No, we appreciate every single one of y'all. How about that?
Yeah.
It's like having 3,000 friends, man.
Exactly. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let y'all talk because I already said my piece earlier, so I'm gonna let y'all think the viewers.
First of all, what were you talking about?
Well, the last thing I was talking about was the one time that I went on a catch with Alex as Drake, and then because someone brought it up earlier, I think it was let me see who it was. It was Memo Benjamin, who's watching this right now. He brought it up, and I was like, let's go watch the clip, and we watched the clip, and I was like, if everyone chipped in and got me a man weave, I would get a man weave and go out there on another catch with Ali. Like doing the whole 10, you know what I mean?
You might as well, bro.
Hey man, they got some pretty nice man weaves out there right now.
Yeah.
They do. And I'm tempted, I just don't have the money. Like if I could, I would.
You should do it when he comes to Florida.
I should just be like, hey Alex, cough up like 5,000 for the man.
Yo, you should pop up there with a Drake shirt. Yeah, my name is Drake. You just got caught by Drake, the fake.
Drake the fake. I like that. Drake the fake.
Drake the fake. Roberts.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, yo.
But man,
I'm down.
So let's roll back just a little bit. What started this journey to get you to 3,000? Like, let's go back to the beginning.
Yeah, no. So it's funny that you asked that because I kind of did like a quick summary in the beginning, and I was like telling people like, listen, it's not easy to come from a channel that pretty much like I built and it got to almost 80K subscribers and say, yeah, I can still use this to my advantage, but because it doesn't correlate or match up with the topics that I really want to like touch on, I'm gonna start from scratch. And that's essentially what I did. Is like I was like I said no to the current success that I had at the time with that old channel, your boy JDQ.
Yeah.
And I said I want to talk about deeper, more meaningful topics to me because, and I want everyone to like screen record this if you want to. That topic of protecting children from the C word, C word, that will always be near and dear to my heart, and I will always support it. Like I said earlier, I will always support people who confront P word right against children, and that will always be a serious, important topic. And I don't care what anybody says; it's an extremely important topic. It should always be touched on. But there are a bunch of other topics that are just as important. And so that's what I wanted to do. I kind of wanted to branch out and touch on some of those other topics that are more meaningful and important as well. So that's why I was like, all right, I'm gonna have to start from scratch and see where it goes. And I wanted you guys to be a part of it because I had already kind of like I guess tired myself out from that old channel, and I needed that extra support of a team because it's not the same thing to like express yourself and opinions when you're the only one and you don't have anyone to potentially challenge those thoughts and opinions. So I said to myself, what better way to do that than to have two or more other people that have great minds that we might agree on most things, but we might see things differently from different perspectives. And we can have like an educated conversation about some of those topics. And that's why I was like, who better than Jay and Kiko to have on the channel,
Free frogs.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Taking a leap of faith on your ass. Nah, I'm just playing. I was just playing, man. Nah, man, for real. Like, keep doing it. I told you. You know how it is, man. Everything takes time, bro. And why not? What else you do? What else is? I mean, to me, when I create stuff, it's fun.
Yeah, that's the other thing. This is fun. Yeah.
If you ain't having fun, why are you doing it for?
Yeah, if you enjoy what you do, it'll never be work. So
it'll never be work. This is why I say you could do this every day if you wanted to, if you had the time.
Yep.
But yeah, definitely. I don't know, man. Because when I see other podcasters and I see what they're doing, their topics, I tune into their shit, shenanigans and stuff. And it makes me wonder, like, what should we do? You know what I mean? Because again, we've talked about this. Is this a channel that's trying to entertain people or trying to bring the truth?
Right.
Well,
there's a thin line. There's a thin line between this. Because think about it before you take off. When I go to work, people be like, "Oh, did you watch Game of Thrones or did you watch this show?" And all, and I'm like lost because I wish I had time to watch all this stuff.
Right.
And it's like I wish I could talk about this, what you're talking about. But people take it so serious. Oh man, they killed them off and stuff. And it's like, yeah, it sounds like real life. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's some sad ass shit. But again, not to lose the point, like you're creating. Like whenever I see your shorts, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Thanks for being the medium to it between the craft between. You understand what I mean? So there is a purpose behind your craft. Whether you see it or not, believe it or not, on the outside I can see what you can't see. You may see what you see from the inside. You see, like imagine when I show you my song, you see from the outside. I see things you can't see, and I can't see what you see.
Right, that's true. That's true. That's like the baseball player who sees what they want to do in the game, and the coach and the fans who see what they can do differently. So I get that.
So everybody's voice is powerful, and it's good enough.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody I forgot who I was talking to. I think it was Fernando. I was like, God does not love you more than me or me more than you or anyone else in the world. He does not play, oh, so-and-so is right here at the trophy top. You know? He do the most work. First off, you didn't even say by work, so whatever. But anyway, if you're going to say something, go ahead. Take off. I don't want you to lose it.
Oh, no. Well, I already lost what I was going to say, but when it comes to entertainment, I think that's something that we don't really strive for. Like, I don't think we want to be entertaining. We want to be informative, you know. At least from what I see you doing, it's informative information that, you know, you feel people need to know about certain artists or certain things the government's doing or this, that, and the third, so that we can be better prepared moving forward, you know.
The question that I have, before you expose as much knowledge or information and wisdom that you possibly have possessed to share with the rest of us, when is the government going to shut off the lights and the internet? Like the other day, the internet was down for a long time, and it makes people cringe. It makes people cringe.
Yep.
You understand what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so, before everything takes place, I hope you know that the lights are going out. You think the devil? You think Satan's gonna have you have internet access to say, "Yo, they're killing us over here"? We're lucky we have it right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when the boogeyman sets foot on the floor, ain't nobody gonna try to dance with him, man. Everybody's gonna be out. Everybody's gonna be out the party before the boogeyman steps on the floor. That's how I look at it. Ain't nobody trying to be here for no nuclear bomb explosion. Ain't nobody trying to be here for no civil war. No one here is trying to start shit. You understand?
So I don't know.
Anything the opposite, but go ahead.
I was gonna say I don't know. Obviously, nobody knows exactly when it's gonna happen. Some speculate that sometime this year it could potentially happen.
So that can happen any day, bro.
Yeah, and the only thing that I will say is I strongly suggest and recommend for everyone to make sure that they know how to use certain things just in case of an emergency. Like a lot of people don't know how to read maps. They don't know how to use a compass. They don't know how to use, a lot of things for survival, which I do recommend that, a few seconds, all it takes is to learn it.
The question is, had they taught us this in high school, would you have remembered?
Some of it, maybe. Not all of it, because
I was in the military and I don't remember everything, bro.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm not about to start friction to start fire.
Right.
First of all, if let's say this happens, why should you be scared of death?
No, yeah, you really shouldn't be scared, but you should be prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah, to meet your maker.
So wait.
Go ahead.
I think Jay was gonna intersect and say something about that, but go ahead.
But no, what I was saying is that you shouldn't be scared, but just be prepared. You know, I've been I've been at least these last couple months been just trying to work on myself, trying to read the Bible. It is incredibly difficult, especially when you got a King James version of it, because it is dry as can be. But just trying to get more into the practice, really.
Yeah.
You know, and I honestly, you know what I did? I messed with my algorithm quite a bit. Like I started going through and intentionally finding more Christian content, not just on my Instagram, but like on my YouTube, on my Twitter. And it took a while. But eventually I started getting more content of that nature, more devotionals popping up. It's to the point now that that I'll like at night when I know I'm getting ready to go to sleep, I can click on YouTube and there'll be like 8 hour long, you
Wow.
know, like verses, either from the Bible, from some Psalms, or Jesus' teachings or stuff like that that I can just play in the background, you
Yeah.
know, while
Mhm.
I'm doing stuff, you know. So
You're
that's
feeding your
just
spirit.
exactly. So,
That's good.
but that's, you know, that's just been me, you know, just trying to do, because all I do is work,
Yeah.
you
Yep.
know. And before, when I was out in the field, I would have that time to, when I'm driving from one call to the next call or from the next one to the next one, I would have that playing in the background. I would have something biblical playing in my car while I'm driving around. But now my entire day is sat behind a desk, you know,
Mhm.
so I don't have that time anymore to watch videos and to listen to different preachers like what's that guy's name, Mr. Jennings,
Oh
Gino.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
oh,
Oh,
That's
Jesus.
Kiko's boy.
yeah.
That's
That's
Kiko's
my
favorite
favorite.
pastor after Grandpa.
I bet you.
Yeah.
I bet you. I bet you. Let me tell you something, man. I bet you that guy, if he heard, like, if he were to hear my secular music,
Yeah.
he gonna be like, "You need to go on and repent, bro." Quick stop, bro. Now, SAP.
He's gonna tell you like he told what was the guy who was my goodness, the G word pastor that he was debating.
I know what you're talking
what was his
about.
name?
Yeah.
He said
I don't
something
know,
like
I don't know his name, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. I saw that one.
oh Harry. He was like
Hey!
he was like Gilbert, let me tell you something, Gilbert. Oh my goodness, yo. Like
He must be going over that bridge.
Yeah. So I'll be honest with you, man. Like, so sometimes the only way that I can like get a good night's sleep is pretty much there's, you know how you mentioned earlier there's like 8 hour like devotionals or whatever.
Uh-huh.
So I found something similar, but it's like prayers. So like but the thing is, before I pick to like listen to that while I, like for me to go to sleep,
Yeah.
I listen to like a good portion of it first because I want to make sure that whatever is like going on while I sleep is
And that I'll be honest with you, that's a concern of mine. You know what I mean? Like, because the beginning of it may be just fine and dandy, but what's going on in hour 4 or 5 of your sleep?
Exactly.
You know, what is actually being said? So
Exactly.
that right there is concerning. So I tried to set it up so that like it shuts off after about an hour or two, so that I'm not being fed BS. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just in case, because you never know. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna like be able to pull that off, but I had to figure that out because it is a small concern of mine. But
and that is true. I could use the Bible app. The problem with the Bible app is that I would press play and it'll stop at the end of the chapter.
Oh,
you know.
Okay.
So
that's not good.
So you know, and I'll be honest with you, like I've been having issues. I've been waking up around 3 o'clock in the morning. You know, almost at least 2 or 3 times a week, and you know what that's all about.
Exactly. I was just about to say, I hope you know what that means and what that's about, and you do. So that's good. As long as you know why that's happening.
Yeah. And so it's like and so you know, I just been trying to, you know, get myself right. I told the old lady the other day, oh man, I hope this is a year he cracks that sky. Let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, not before I have my kid. But yeah, no, I agree with you.
Right.
No, but you're right though. You're right. And it's funny because Emily and me talk about that every now and then, and she has the same mindset. Like, regardless if we have that blessing or not, before that happens, we're both on the same page. Like, it's better for it to happen the sooner, the better. But yeah, no, you're right. I mean, whether it be this year or next year or however soon he can make it happen, as long as we as a people and as individuals are sure that we're right
Good.
with the Lord,
Right.
then I'm all game for it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but yeah, and I know she's probably gonna say something right now. Emily is kind of like probably like thinking of like intersecting with a thought that we, well, not a thought, but like a small conversation that we had like not too long ago about that. But Geeko, what are your thoughts, man? Do you think the rapture or the calling up of the saints should happen anytime soon, or you think you need more time?
Well, I don't own the world. I don't control the world. I ain't the maker of the world. But I will say this: I believe that my kids deserve a chance at life.
Right. Agreed.
So, if you have kids, they deserve a chance at life.
Well, see, this is
Go
why I
ahead.
differ, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, while my kids are still children and still innocent, let's take them up, because once the world gets a hold of them, then it's
Interesting
like,
point.
okay, hopefully my teachings and my conversations with them have grabbed hold, and that they themselves go seeking, because let's be honest, our parents didn't force us.
Right.
We were taught it, we were talked to about it, but it wasn't a force upon
We
us.
rebelled. We rebelled in a
You know
way
what I
because
mean? We have siblings that are, still not chasing or going after that. You know what I mean? And we've all grew up in some form or fashion knowing about, God and Jesus and the good news. You know what I mean? So
well, I think the world confused something that shouldn't have never been confused from the get-go. It's not difficult once you understand. It is hard because you live in a sinful, naturalistic world where you think, or man has us thinking that you have to chase money. You got people who think that they want to be famous, and which is one of the dumbest things you can chase after. To be famous is one of the dumbest things you can, like, to be able to look at Michael Jackson as an example. Can't even walk outside.
yeah,
You really want to live with that? You're a clown. Okay.
Oh, don't talk about Michael. Emily's a huge fan of Michael. Yeah.
Hey man, I like Michael too. Yo, did you see that video of Michael Jackson when he started dancing? Like he was dancing like a robot. But the way he came in was so smooth, yo, that if I can learn how to do that, yo, that's how I would start off.
I'm not gonna lie, he went off on that video.
That shit was hard, dude. That was one of the hardest things I ever seen in my life, yo. As a dance move, the way he came in. Yeah, but
you're talking about the greatest.
But yeah, man, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Evildoers, non-believers, all these people that don't recognize who God is, don't seek God with all their heart, mind, and soul, like the first commandment actually asks you to do. Like, nigga, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm so sorry for these people, yo. They did it to themselves. We did it to ourselves. Listen. One quick. Go ahead.
They did and they did it, because let's face it, man. Like, they make things look flashy, Even for someone like myself who like I do not like the outside. Like I'm one of those people, like I wholeheartedly believe that either I was born in the wrong time frame or I was born on the wrong planet, because I just don't relate to what everybody else chases. You know,
To the
it's
goofy
just
shit.
not. Yeah, I just don't. And I've always been like that. Even growing up, I remember in high school hanging out with the people that I hung out with, doing the stupid things that I was doing, you know. And in my head, I was thinking, man, this is stupid. This is retarded. Why am I doing these things? But I went along with it. Why? Because I didn't know any better. You know, it took me going to Iraq, almost dying 3 or 4 times a day, to realize, man, I've been very foolish with my time on Earth. You know, and I would say from like 2006 and beyond, I came back a completely different person. You know, because up until that point, before I went to Iraq, I was still doing stupid stuff. You know, trying to be somebody I wasn't. In the back of my head, I'd be fighting with myself. You know, everybody else is doing all this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. And then finally, I went to Iraq, realized after almost dying 3 or 4 times a day for 6 months straight, I realized, man, I've been living such a foolish life. Had I died when I was in Iraq, there'd be no way I'd make it into the kingdom of heaven.
Let me ask you a question. Had you taken a life, how would you feel?
Well, see, that's
whether it be back then, before Christ, or after Christ.
That I don't know how I would feel about it, especially now, like because you already know "Thou shalt not kill" is one of the 10 commandments, right?
Right.
And Jesus didn't. Oh, he didn't abandon those laws. He just amplified them. You know what I mean?
You know who amplified those laws too? Muhammad, when he killed people.
No. He didn't amplify it.
Hey man, he killed people.
I'm just saying. When I say he amplified it or he superseded that law, Jesus, he basically said, "Thou shalt not kill." No. It's not "Thou shalt not kill." Thou should not even think of killing.
Exactly.
He took it to a whole new level, right?
Yeah. So how can be peace upon Muhammad? You're a murderer.
Well, that's true. That's true, but I mean, I think Muhammad had a right in the beginning when he thought the devil had a hold of him.
Yeah. By the way, newsflash, in case you're a non-believer, ain't no murderer going to heaven at all. And I suggest you look at the burning sun before it's too late. But let's go back. But
no, like I said, like how would I feel?
I would feel destroyed. I would feel destroyed.
Well, definitely, especially when Jesus, like he didn't like and this is a conversation I probably had with my wife. Like he doesn't call us, you know, to be like everybody else. You know, we're supposed to be that example. You know, yeah, we can see these guys over here doing stupid stuff and these guys over here doing stupid stuff, and they could be, you know, living a very successful life, but we're not called to do the same things that they're doing. We're supposed to be that light in the world. To if we live like Christ, we glorify God, right? So we can't be out here. We can't be out here in the streets or gang banging or going to the club and partying and doing all this stuff. You know what I mean? Because we're not glorifying God when we do that stuff.
Well, some people.
That's why I say, like, if I had taken a life when I was in Iraq and I didn't, right, I would feel a certain type of way about it because, you know, "Thou shalt not kill" is a 10th commandment, but Jesus made those laws even harder for anybody to follow. You know, so it would put me in a pretty crappy predicament. So,
you know, real quick before Kiko cuts in, the fact that Jesus, as you just said, like made it harder to follow, at the same time, he also gave a way to follow it. Because if you think about it, so like you said earlier, it's not just "Thou shalt not kill," but "Thou shalt not even think of killing," right?
Yeah.
So on the other side, he says, like, the golden rule, like, do unto others what you would have them do unto you, meaning
Correct.
treat everyone else as you would want to be treated. So obviously, if I don't want to get killed and I don't want to get, I'm not going to do it to anybody else. You know what I mean?
Right.
So he gives you the difficulty. Like now it's like a lot harder, but I'm giving you the way to do it. I'm giving you the answer to like.
The
You know what I mean?
reality is, if you love God with all your heart, mind, and soul, and all your strength, you're not gonna do nothing like that, bro.
Mm-hmm.
At all. And matter of fact, you're gonna rebuke it, and you're gonna walk away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you believe in God, listen, man. When you believe in God, listen. Number one, any human being who thinks that there is no God, you're dumber than a fool.
Well, yeah, I think
How
I'm
can
pretty
you
sure
sit here and
science
think that
science has already proven God.
How can you sit here and think that it's okay for you to exist, but not someone above you? But the problem is, people think that they're above other people. People think they're better than other people. Look at this. Look. Not to go off the train, but we're gonna go off the train and go this way. An American soldier just committed suicide by lighting his ass on fire with gasoline, all because of the Palestine and Israel war. And a genocide is going on. You see how deceptive that is? That the devil can convince you to kill yourself? First off, the world didn't end today, bruh. And the world continue with or without you. So what you did was for no reason. They're gonna blast your ass on the news, make you look foolish, and now you're breaking your family's heart for no reason, for something that had nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know about that.
Oh yeah. Some soldiers, to perform an extreme protest, poured gasoline on himself and lit himself on fire until he died.
Wow.
Nigga, I don't know about y'all, but I have a righteous anger in my soul towards wickedness, nigga. Because I'm not even confused. I'm like, who the hell do you think you are that you can come into this world and think the way you think and think you're above the law, above other people? You can tell people what to do. You're an elite. Oh, you're a general family. You're a celebrity. Nigga, no one cares. Guess what? Your ass is gonna be judged too. Guess what? New flash. If your ass don't get right with God, this is the vision I view. This is me personally as an individual, from what I've read and experienced, that not one evildoer is going to heaven. Okay? And by the way, Christ didn't die for no evildoer. He died for sinners. Okay? And I'm always going to be on repeat. As long as I'm breathing, I'm going to be on repeat. Because the Bible's on repeat. And life is on repeat. Okay? I get up every day to go to work. I don't steal, rob. I ain't jealous of nothing. I ain't jealous of your house or how famous you are or how much money you got. I don't care. Guess what? I care about my family and I care about God's kingdom. I care about my life. As a matter of fact, I pray for my life every day because I'm terrified. I'm terrified of losing family members, nigga. I'm terrified of losing someone that's not going to make it to heaven.
Damn.
That's where my mind's at.
You brought up a good point.
But at the same time, it's like, I'm not really scared because I believe in Jesus Christ with all my heart, mind, and soul. I love God with all my heart, mind, and soul. I love my neighbor with my heart, mind, and soul. I love myself with all my heart, mind, and soul. I love my mother and father with all my heart, mind, and soul. With that being said, how can I commit such a heinous act?
Yeah, you made a good point earlier. Just to kind of rewind a little bit, you said, Jesus died for sinners, not evildoers, and I want to expand on that a little bit, just so people kind of get a better idea of like what you meant. So there is a difference between, because we're all born sinners, right?
Exactly.
a lot of us, like, we, if given a chance and presented the gospel right to us, will, like, accept to follow it, or give it a chance, or give it a, like, give it a try, if you will, right? But when Kiko says there's a difference between sinners and evildoers, evildoer is someone who continuously follows that path of like destruction and like evil doing. So it's like kind of like Marilyn Manson.
The nigga who's down to kill you and laugh afterwards.
Right, exactly.
He don't feel nothing for you at all, because he doesn't know the fear of God. He's clueless that there's a burning sun above your head, that there's a spirit behind your flesh, that life is a test, that Christ died for your sinful behavior, and if you don't turn away from it, guess where you're headed? To the delete button.
Yeah. Now I should be clear. While Jesus technically died for everyone or anyone who accepts him, right? Because that's what it is he died for whoever accepts him, right? So that means that not everyone is going to accept him, right? And that's where you have that small bag of people that they're still potentially like able to be redeemed if certain things happen, like, if God through someone is able to what's the word, get the demons out of them and all that, and they're able to like think clearly and accept Christ, that can happen. So technically, even for those people who are continuously doing evil, they can be redeemed if something like that happens. But reality is that there's just sadly some people that something happened to them and they're just extremely full of demons, and if no one goes to that person and helps them get delivered, like they don't stand a chance, because of they're walking around with a legion of demons inside of them.
What does the word of God say? That God let them be deprived to their own reprobated mind, right?
Exactly.
They did it to themselves, man. They did it to themselves, bro. If I sit here and tell you about Jesus Christ and you reject me and you laugh, guess what? I'm laughing too. Why? Because you're a fool that's going to lose eternal life.
Yep.
You think I'm going to lose eternal life? Nigga, I don't know about you, but I love life. Yep. I don't care if I have AIDS. Guess what? I love life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's something to like take away, like, just so that we're clear, like one quick time before we move on to another topic. Just to be clear, everyone has the chance and opportunity at eternal life, right? Because that's the truth. Everyone has that opportunity, but there is a certain batch of people that, for them to succeed at grasping that opportunity at eternal life, certain things need to happen. Like, they need to be delivered, right, from like all that evil that is inside them, in order for them to have a conscious and clear mind to make the decision of following Christ. If no one goes to preach to those people and help deliver them, right, or God doesn't help deliver them through one of us, and they stay stuck with all those demons inside them, right, and they don't have that opportunity to like have a clear mind to follow Christ, then they are doomed. But it something like that has to happen for them to have a chance at eternal life.
I think part of the problem is too. I mean, there's so many problems. There's so many. But like, for instance, in I work in the medical field. This week I met a guy who was HIV/AIDS positive, and he's been hiding it like 10 years or whatever. He was hiding it from his brother. Unfortunately, his brother, the vision for him, he hasn't seen his brother, so he decided to come, say, hey, what's going on with brother? So his brother's like on his ass, like, yo, you need to go to the hospital immediately. You have AIDS, and you're deteriorating and all that. The point I'm trying to make is, let's say you wake up tomorrow, you have HIV, AIDS, or some powerful disease, and the devil attacks you that way. Nigga, you feel dead. You're still alive, but you're still dead. You feel dead. Just like what I tell you, this guy walked in my room looking like death. Like he can't wait to die. Okay?
Wow.
Imagine the battle that's going on in his mind.
Of course. Yeah.
How do we help deliver somebody that's going through such trauma? Oh, you gonna tell me about God like that? I get it, nigga. I get it. But guess what? When you have hope in Christ, nigga, no matter what type of stuff you into or what you've been through, Christ has the answer at the end. He's He's the beginner and finisher of your story.
Amen.
And you have to play a part in it.
Man, that was some.
And it's not.
That sounds like a short right there.
Well, if you do 1%, how can God not do 99%? God created the world, nigga, around you. God created the world around you.
I like how I came across this video not too long ago where this string theory scientist was talking about how science proves that there is a God, and he went down this whole like rabbit hole how he can prove with science that there is a God. And at the end of the day, it all boils down to like nothing can't create everything, and that's what a lot of atheists believes, that it was nothing, and then boom, it was everything, and it was all accident.
Will you say this?
And they hang on that, but at the end of the day, a scientist can sit down with you and let you know there's no way that nothing can spontaneously erupt and create everything. There's just no way. But here's another thing. Here's another thing that the guy said that stuck with me. And it had to do with laws. And that to me was like, oh wow, that's crazy, because if you sit and think about God, it was like he gave Moses those laws. Like he is the law bringer, right? He gave us the law, and then he will be judged according to said law, right? But it's not just those laws, but there are laws in nature. You know what I mean? Like there's your gravity and all these other theories that come up. These are all laws that have mathematical equations and stuff. You know what I mean? So this guy, I wish I could find the video. If I do, I'll send it to you. But it was the guy was elegant in his description as to how science and string theory has proven the existence of God. What scientists don't like is who the God is, right? Is it the Buddhist God? Is it the God of the Jews? Is it, the Egyptian gods? Or, you know what I mean? Like, that's the only thing that they don't like, is putting a name or a face to the lawgiver,
Let me tell you.
We got Jesus in the house, y'all. We got Jesus in the house.
About time. We've been waiting.
Yes. Hallelujah.
It's not that Jesus.
Man. For the Himalayas.
A lot of people are gonna have trouble like knowing that it's a Mexican Jesus. Man. Jesus, man, thanks for being here, bro. I appreciate you.
Jesus, where are you, Jesus?
Nah, he's an OG supporter. He's one of Alex's team members, and every time he stops by, I always do appreciate it, because he could be doing a million things himself right now, with Alex and the other guys, but he's like, nah, they're too much. Let me go see what JDQ's up to. So I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. But hey, that video, if you do find it, feel free to share it forward, because I could instantly make a short out of it.
It was good. It was a good video.
You know what's amazing? That some people's eyes are lifted, some people's eyes are closed. Although they have eyes to see, they can't see. Ears to hear, they can't hear. This is amazing stuff, bro. Like, for real.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Well, I was not to always use her as a point of reference because I know you guys probably gonna get sick of this, but Emily and I were talking about this not too long ago, and what I was telling her was, it's amazing to me how, and she knows because we literally just talked about this a couple of days ago. But I was like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, okay, this is the example that I gave her. Jay, if I were to tell you, right, that hey, Jay, so I'm like a world renowned financial advisor. I've made people like millions and billions of dollars by the thousands, right? And like I can like show you how to be like financially free. And the evidence is there, the numbers are there, like you can trust me. Like I've people can witness to how I helped them, and they could show you their accounts, right? And I could show you all the evidence, and it'd be up to you to say, okay, cool, I'm gonna give it a shot, right? What's the worst that could happen? Because he knows what he's doing, right? And obviously he's got the documentation to back it up, right? The proof, the evidence. And you would probably say yes, you would probably give it a chance, right? Like for the most part, if someone like and you'd be like more on the side of the fence that you would give me a chance, right?
Right.
Okay. So now here's the part that I don't understand. People would like be more on the fence of saying yes to something like that, right? But then on the other side, you've got someone saying, yo, Jay, man, I was a billionaire. Like I was going anywhere I wanted, doing anything I wanted, and I felt empty, and I felt like my life was missing something. And no matter what I tried, no matter what I did every day with my freedom, I would still feel empty inside until I met Jesus, and until I accepted Christ, right? And he filled that void, and now I feel happy. Now I feel like I got meaning. Now I feel like I got purpose. Now I wake up every day with like intention and just like with a drive and want to do good to people and want to like love people and want to, right? But you tell him, nah, thanks, I'm good. That's that's typically what happens every day if you think about it. Because nowadays, when you go to people and they present Christ to them, what you're presenting is love, peace, joy, all these great positive things, and yet people are like, nah, thanks, I'm good. But like they need those things. It's like they are on the cliff of like despair and depression and sadness and loneliness and emptiness, right? And they need all the things that you have to offer because you finally like met that one thing that fills the void, right? And you're like, yo, trust me, I have and had everything that you think you want. I just had it, right? But I'm telling you that until I came across this, meaning Jesus and meaning Christ and the gospel, it wasn't until this moment that I felt like complete and whole and like joyful and peaceful and all these great things. And that person still says, yeah, I might need all those things that you have to offer, but nah, like I'm good.
A lot of people think that to start going to church and believing in Jesus, that it's going to change you. Right. I've got a line that I wrote in a song. Oh man, how's it go? So something along the lines of as soon as I put this pen down, I'm about to lose some friends. Somewhere along those lines. I can't remember exactly how it goes, but it was a song that I had written. It was all about my encounter with Christ, right? Mm-hmm. And somewhere in that verse, if I can remember the verse, I'll tell you it. But it was something along the lines, as soon as I put this pen down, I'm about to lose some friends. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people think, well, when you start walking down this path, there are going to be those people that you grew up with, people that who are just going to be like standoffish and be like, I can't hang out with you no more. You too Jesus for me, or you know what I mean? You know, but
I'm laughing because you know what I'm gonna say after that. But go ahead.
But at the end of the day, it's like, yo, like, and this is a lot of this is me, like my struggles and my fight, right? Like if I do go in 100%, you know, like who am I gonna leave behind? Who am I gonna lose?
Hey, if you lost the devil as a friend, would you gain or lose?
I don't have a gain,
right?
You know? But what if me being in that person's life is that only example they get of Christ?
So check this out.
I didn't even mean for that to rhyme. That just kind of happened.
That was good. That was good.
So I had a friend that killed people in Iraq and told me the graphic stories and all that, laughed about it, all that stuff. And I told him about Jesus, and in a sense, he was horrified at the fact because he felt disgusted towards the end. Towards the end, he felt disgusted. You know what I'm saying? And repented y todo eso. But there was a point where that nigga erased me from Facebook, knowing, like, even though when he went to Iraq, I was praying for this nigga to come back home, that nothing would happen to him, right? Only to come back and have him tell me, hey man, I don't like all that Jesus stuff you be preaching, man. So I'm just gonna have to erase you from Facebook. At least he had balls to tell me that, because he could have just erased me and not tell me why. You understand what I mean? But like fast forward 2-3 years later, he comes back and apologizes. Hold on a second, I'm about to order some tacos.
Listen, I'm about to cut y'all loose. You know, my mornings start early. It's 10 o'clock.
True.
I appreciate you guys having me on the show. Faux show. Next time I'm gonna have to try to start this game, Return to Grace, to see what is actually going on in this game. You know,
is that the one you were playing earlier or no?
No, I just saw it.
Oh.
I was playing the Mega Baseball game.
Oh, that's true. True that.
But so yeah, man, I'm in a new season, man. I'm in a new season of my life, man. I'm trying to slow down, spend more time with family, do more things with the wife. And
I know that nigga cut me off from working out, man.
And just trying to focus on my spiritual journey, because I feel like you don't know what it is to like kill yourself out there working for a company, bust your balls, you know, get your 5-year plan, your 10-year plan, and this, that, and the third, and achieve it earlier than you plan, and then you get to this point, and I'm like, well, damn, like I thought this was going to take me 10 years to get here, and I'm sitting here on year 7, so now I've been in this position now for 2 years, going on 3 years, and I feel kind of empty, like I just threw away all that time, you know, putting in those 80-hour weeks, working nights, working weekends. Like I lost all that time during this process. And so now I'm in that season where I'm just like, you know what? I want to do not just more for me, but just kind of get myself right and do more family oriented stuff. So that's why I've been MIA.
Well,
you're good. You're good. And I think before you go though, I'm pretty sure that what happened recently with Pops, I mean, if it's okay to say, I think you would agree that had a small role or factor that played in that, if I'm correct, right?
So my journey started last year. Around May timeframe when me and Kiko started working out together. Like I knew, like I was working out for myself, you know, I wanted to get in better shape. I was 220. I was unhealthy, you know what I mean? And then I went to Vegas for a friend of mine's birthday. And I had a good time out there. But the entire time I was out there, I was like, man, I wish my wife was with me. You know, and then I came back from Vegas, and she went on a girls' trip to New York, And I'm sitting there looking at the pictures and all the videos that they taken. Like, man, I wish I was there with her, enjoying that time. And then I started thinking to myself, I said, man, we've been doing a lot of stuff apart from each other. We do things like we were doing things, but we weren't like, it wasn't intentional. It was just like, hey, you want to go do this? It wasn't an intentional move. So when she came back from New York, I was like, hey, yo, I think we should, maybe do some stuff, me and you, before we start doing separate things again, just to kind of balance things out. Because I'm feeling, with the work stuff, I was feeling kind of empty, not really satisfied there. My spiritual walk was kind of like all over the place. So after November, we went to Gatlinburg. We had a great time. We came back, and we were just trying to be a little bit more intentional on stuff. And I think you are right. When your dad passed, that was, I don't want to say a catalyst, but it was just a more of a stamp on I'm doing the right thing. That I should be doing these things. Like I shouldn't, because I kick myself because I kept telling myself, "Oh, I gotta go visit your pops at the hospital. I gotta go visit your pops at the hospital." And then the end of the week would get here, I didn't make it out there because I'm doing all this other stuff, work related, kids things on the weekends, this, that, and the third. So and I'm just like, I want to be more intentional with the stuff that I'm doing now. Like I want to make sure that I'm spending that time. So right now, a lot of that time is like focused on just me and the wife, getting to do those things we didn't get to do before we had kids. You know what I'm saying? Going out to eat dinner, going bowling, top golf, whatever it is, just doing those things that we didn't have. And then doing things with the kids. And then I want to start, incorporating things with the family again, like, doing stuff with my mom, my pops and stuff like that. Because those are a lot of things that when the world gets a hold of you, you neglect, not knowing that you're neglecting these things. So that's the season that I'm in right now. So
it's a beautiful season to be in, man. I hope you're smelling the flowers and enjoying the
man,
sunset.
I can't smell no. Have you seen the pollen count, man? I am so clogged up right now.
You're right. Things are gonna start changing, and the weather and the bugs are gonna start popping up again, and the pollen, and so you're right. Never mind. Don't smell the flowers. Don't throw that out the window. That advice.
Yeah, but I'm gonna cut you guys loose. Love, peace, and chicken grease. God bless, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.
All right. So thanks for being with us. I appreciate it. So
Roger. God bless.
Amen. God bless you too. So one thing I want to bring up, because before I did the question for him, and he responded with that beautiful, lovely response. You Giggle, we're talking about losing friends and because of Christ and all that. Well, the reason I was laughing is because that's another thing that Emily and me were talking about, is how I put the example to her like this. When you are of the world, right? And you're not following Christ, you're not following God, you're doing what you want to do, right? The enemy, the devil, is happy and he's at peace, because as long as you're doing everything else other than following Christ,
you're not getting attacked.
Exactly. So when you're not getting attacked, everything seems a-okay and everything seems dandy and this and that. But the moment you say, hold up, this Jesus person, this Christ person that they're talking about, let me go see what that's about. Let me go give that a chance. Apparently, the moment you say yes to Jesus, right, and you accept Christ and you decide to follow him, apparently the world around you starts to crumble. And apparently all your friends and all the people that used to hang out with you, they're like, oh, I can't do this because you're too Jesus for me, or you're too Jesus crazy. And so the world,
that's when you find out how alone you are.
Exactly. But it's also the same way in time that you figure out whoever remains are the ones that are actually going to help you through it, and are the ones that are meant to be like part of like your life and your purpose. Because you ever seen when archaeologists use their tools to like go through like sand and through the dirt, and they have this square. Let me see if I find it, just so you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. But they use this thing where let's see, where they use to like filter out dirt and find like treasure, basically, right? Because they have to like go through the dirt and the sand or whatever, and whatever is left inside that tool, that square, typically is like minerals or like stones or something, right? And let me see if I find it. I see some stuff that looks kind of like it, so I guess I'll just use that as a reference. But if I find like a better one, I'll show you guys later. But essentially, this is what it is right here. Where are you? Let's just say it's this. It's not this, but let's just use this as a point of reference. Show it to you guys. Sifting through the sand. Oh, a sifter. Thank you, Emily. Sifter. So here we go. Yes, perfect. That's exactly what I needed to see. Perfect. Okay. So let me just blow this up real quick. And just boom. Okay. So this right here, right? They pour whatever dirt or sand that they want to go through, and they put it on top of this right here, right? And then they shake the square. And the sand that doesn't mean anything and it's just like pointless, it falls through the square on the bottom, right? Whatever remains on top is usually what they're looking for. And usually, again, it's like minerals, stone, whatever, gold. And it's the same way that God allows our lives to be shaken, right? And he shakes off all the things that aren't really of use to us. And that's where friends that don't really care about your well-being, they fall off. Friends that just kind of like are peer pressure you into doing evil, they fall off. Things that aren't really serving for your purpose, all of it crumbles and falls off, and what remains, is what truly holds value. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, things that will make you lose your soul.
Exactly.
Bye.
Exactly. So I mean, that's it. It's funny because that analogy came about today, as her and me were talking about this very topic, because she's told me that she's had that experience where when she decided to like go back to following Christ, a lot of those friends that were around her and pretty much like acting as that factor of like peer pressure or whatever, they would start getting turned off because she kept talking about Jesus. She kept talking about the Bible. She kept talking about God, and they were like, "Oh, you're too Jesus for me," or whatever, and they fell off.
I've been in those shoes.
Yeah, but that's exactly what God's doing. He's just sifting.
You know what
us.
happened to me? I stopped hanging out with people.
Yeah.
Because they weren't on my level of thinking. You think I'm gonna stop thinking about God? Mm-hmm. You're a clown. Yeah. Yeah. Guess what? I'm the wrong Christian.
Yeah.
I'm the wrong one.
Well, that's what happens though. That's what happens, and like a lot of people, if they see it through and they follow through and keep following Christ and God and everything, and they look for God's purpose for their life, they end up like being used tremendously, like through God's hands. And yeah, we will choose God every time. Like I'm sorry, there's nothing else that can be offered to me that will make me like be like, oh, that's better than God, or that's better than what God has to offer. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. Nothing you can offer me here in life that will make me say, oh, okay, I guess I'll leave God for this. No.
I have a question. I have a
Mhm.
question for people who are non-believers or whatever. What do you think that your mom or dad is above God?
Mhm.
Who in your life is so important to you that's above God?
Mhm.
No one. No one.
Exactly.
Even though my mom gave me life through my father, guess what? I have to stand before God before I stand before my mommy and daddy.
Mhm.
Okay. Welcome to real life.
Yep.
And I
Yeah.
love my mom and dad.
Exactly.
Trust me, I love my mom and dad. Trust
Mhm.
me, I love God with all my heart, mind, and soul, just like I will honor my father and mother.
Mhm.
You know, I guess people lost their way, man. I don't know, man. Like we can sit here and talk about this all day, and
Mhm.
we both know that 2/3 are going to lose it. I don't know if it's 1/3 or 2/3 are going to lose. I got to read it.
I
I
think
got to
it's
go
one
back and
third.
go. Yeah, going to lose their soul, and that's throughout a lifetime. Like not just this generation, but throughout the life.
Mhm.
Now you have to ask yourself: at what point do you ask yourself, "I'm not going to be a part of that"?
Exactly. Yeah. That's the thing is some people don't even know about that, so they don't even question that ever.
No, of course
So.
they're not going to think about it. They're not thinking about God. Again,
Mhm.
the first commandment was to love God with all your heart, mind, and soul.
Mhm.
If you do that, you're seeking God with all your heart, and you have this epiphany that will come. If you seek God with all your heart, you will have the epiphany of the kingdom. Yeah,
Mhm.
there's no escaping that. You have to do it on your own, though. I can't walk into your flesh and do it for you. Good luck. But yeah,
Eh,
again, I don't really feel sorry for people who know how to count from 1 to 10 or
Yeah.
A through Z. You're designed specially. You're specifically designed with a specific design that when
Mhm.
you look at Elon Musk and all that,
Mhm.
technically, I believe they're doing asset hits,
Mhm.
which
They do. Of
allows
course they
their
do.
minds to expand. It allows their
Mhm.
minds to expand, and you put your let's like for instance, you take a hit of LSD and you sit there and focus on fixing a car. I guarantee you, you will tear tear the engine apart and put it back together
Mhm.
because your mind's wide open on that. Now I hate to talk about LSD like that. I don't want you to go lose your mind,
Right. No,
but
no. He's not. He's not advocating
yeah,
for it. He's just
I'm
saying.
not advocating because I don't advocate drugs for you. Because
Exactly.
especially in a world where people are irresponsible,
Mhm.
in a world where people don't even know how, you shouldn't even be drinking and driving.
Mhm.
Okay, you impaired, you don't need to drive. So the whole point I'm trying to make is that I feel that some people in this world they opened their third eye through the drugs
Mhm.
and they expanded it through what they were doing, through their works. Because honestly, all you gotta do is read what you're doing, get into, and then put your hands into it.
Yep. No, you're right.
Anyways,
No, you're right. And the only thing I was gonna say was that talking about epiphanies, right? Because you brought the thing about like epiphanies. And I was gonna say, speaking of epiphanies, I had an epiphany a couple days ago, and it's what is leading me to. I'm like very close of like starting to work on a short documentary on why it is that this generation follows like trap music and the new wave of rap and hip hop music so strongly, and why that is. So I'm gonna be working on that, and I think it's gonna be a documentary that most people that follow this channel should watch, and it will, because it's gonna have a lot of information about music itself and what music does to the body, mind, and soul, and what it's capable of doing, and why it is that this newer generation tends to lean so easily to this new wave of like rap and hip hop and trap. And I think you're gonna like it too. Because I'm gonna obviously run some of that stuff that's in that documentary that I'll be working on, like to you and to Jay, so that y'all can give like your your opinion. That documentary, by the way, it's not going to be opinion based. It's going to be fact based. It's going to be backed up with like actual, like I don't want to say documentation, but like actual research that shows why this newer generation falls prey to this new wave of like genre. But it's an epiphany that led to me wanting to work on that. By the way,
that's a good idea. Today I came across a guy who did a couple of documentaries. He was talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's retired, but he said he did a couple of documentaries, and the next time that he comes back, he's gonna give me copies of it.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wait, it says a patient.
Yeah, when you create something like that, you just created like a book. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
So why not? There's billions out there.
I mean, when something hits you that hard, and you have an actual legitimate realization of something, like an epiphany.
It's in your hands. It's in your hands.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, I have to share this. I have to speak on this. I have to bring this to light because who knows if this is exactly what people need to like hear and find to kind of like unwire themselves to what they might have been wired to without them even knowing, if that makes sense.
Well, we're all brainwashed from birth, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the globe theory and the flat earth theory.
Mm-hmm.
You can't even have with some people. Some people are open to the theories now more than ever, but some people are still stuck in the 1940s.
Yeah, exactly.
Nigga, it's 1924 or 2024. Shit.
Yeah.
Yo, by the way, check out that hat. Check out that hat, man.
Very nice. I'm sure Trump would love that one.
Don't hate.
Just kidding.
I heard you're voting for Biden.
Nigga, what? Excuse you.
I'm laughing at you.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think I'm voting this year. They're gonna have to pay me to vote.
The same.
Answer? You want my answer? You have to pay me. How about that?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy?
You think I'm gonna sit here and argue with anybody about this goofy stuff, knowing they both work for the same country, and they're both in on it, laughing behind our backs? Yeah, all right.
Nah, like with me, I know I'm in the extreme, almost non-existent minority that I strongly believe, like, the only way that I would be down with like voting is if everybody's vote was transparent. If everybody's vote was transparent, like, yeah, I did that and I vote for that person, then I'd be like, all right, I'd be on the fence of like potentially voting. But
I don't think it matters.
It doesn't because it's private for other reasons.
Right.
It just makes it that much easier for them to like have control of it.
So let's just say there's 350 million Americans, as they say, so-called. I don't know. I don't know where you got this article from or statistics. Let's just say that's real. Guess what, bitch? Even if you put all those votes in, guess what? How you know that's the truth?
Right. Exactly.
It's the same dumb question when somebody asks me, how you know your religion is the truth? Because he died, fool, and he resurrected. That's how. Did yours do that? No. Okay. Shut up then. You're done. That's my answer to you. I don't know what else to tell you. You know, you want a cookie? Shit. But not for real, man. For real though. I don't think I'm voting this election, yo.
Interesting. That's a first.
Y'all gonna have to pay me, man. Yeah. Because you're both goofy. And don't think I don't know anything about the border. And no, guess what? Unless you got raped, I don't care about your abortion. Because think about it, all these strippers getting pregnant by some random dude because they had sex for some money. Now you got pregnant. Now you need him to do an abortion. Guess what? No. How about that? How about that? How about that?
Oh my goodness, yo. That's a whole other topic for a whole other day, for sure.
I know, right? Now, my older brother's like, most people are voting because of abortion. I'm like, what article are you reading? Because I ain't voting based on abortion. I would think that the insurance, like medical insurance, how much you're getting paid at your job is important. The economy is important. Above you having sex for money and then getting pregnant. Okay, yeah, all right. I'm dumb, right? And then what? Security for the country. Like,
Yeah.
like, there's a lot of shit going on, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know why you vote for. I don't
I've
know why.
never-
If you
no.
don't want to participate in this ritual,
Me, I haven't voted since 2008, I think.
And I have a quick question before we get up out of here, man.
Yeah.
It's regarding Kanye West.
Right.
What do you think of this guy parading his wife naked throughout the street, or like?
Well, real quick, before we continue, just for the algorithm's sake, Kanye West.
Hey, I don't hate no Kanye West, so hey man, good luck with your salvation though, cause you're crazy, bruh. I don't know what you're doing, but you're crazy. Tell me all about it.
I think the fact that he is okay, he's not only okay, but he's the one that pretty much like pushes her to exhibit herself the way she has and does, is a clear evidence that he is not a new creature in Christ. That now I will say this: we don't know, and I'm not saying this is what it is, but we don't know if we're dealing with the same Kanye that apparently got converted to Christ a couple years back, or if this is a clone, or if this is a stand-in. We don't know if this is the same Kanye that we had a few years back. So either way, it's a red flag that he's not a new creature in Christ.
It is a huge red flag. I don't know what the hell you doing, bro, but that shit don't look right. I don't know what you're doing, bro, but that shit don't look right. Okay? Yeah. And that's your wife. That's not mine. I ain't doing that shit with my wife at all. But hey, good luck with y'all. Y'all are wilding out here. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm confused by it. It's actually it's insane.
Yeah.
Marry and then you're gonna parade it. Okay, think about it. He probably looks at Mary and is like, well, if she doesn't go through with it, I just get divorced and get another one.
Yeah.
Oh, King Solomon ass nigga.
Yeah.
I married like 2,000 wives and about 1,000 kids probably.
Yeah.
Even if I had $1 billion, I ain't doing that shit.
Exactly. Yeah.
Nah, I'm good.
It's a red flag.
I ain't sharing my wife at all.
If people were on the fence about that whole situation, like, is he like a new creature in Christ or isn't he? That should be like the smoking gun for you right there. Like, no new creature in Christ would ever do something like that.
Yeah, new creature, but guess what? This new creature also thinks that he can be forgiven for being sinful.
Yeah, there's no way. That's why I say we don't even know if we're dealing with the same Kanye or not.
I don't know what to tell you, man. All I know is very deceptive.
Mm-hmm.
I would advise people to walk as righteous and as clear as you can possibly can.
Mm-hmm.
Because like even me, like whenever I make like I've recorded secular music, right? And I've shown you it. Who's to say God's gonna use those songs to say you can't come into my kingdom? Even though I record a Christian music. But guess what? You know what? I ain't never killed nobody. I ain't no damn pedophile. I don't give a damn about hanging out with no damn kids. Like a lot of shit that human beings do, I will never do.
Exactly.
At all. Guess what? I like taking 2-3 showers a day if I have to.
Yeah.
I ain't going to the medical office smelling like ass and cheeks, okay? You smell like doo-doo, okay? You just left doo-doo stains on my seat. That's crazy, dog. How you come into the medical office and you leave doo-doo stains on the chair that I asked you to sit on? There's disgusting people in this world walking among us. And I'm supposed to act like I'm not supposed to judge this shit. I'm supposed to turn an eye or something. You know what I mean? Shoot. You know what I did? You know what I did Monday? I think it was yesterday. You know what I had to do yesterday? I had to tell a patient to shut the hell up and stop talking to me. Did I tell you about this? No? You want to hear the story?
Yeah, of course. I'm sorry. I had to mute my microphone.
It's all right. You want to hear the story? Check this out. So here comes a patient who has a rude attitude. 6'2", big old white dude. He comes in and he's such a baby, yo. Why do I say this? Because he came in to take off his stitches. Okay? All I'm doing is taking off his stitches. And right from the start, he had a bad attitude because he was waiting and yada, yada, yada. So me trying to conversate with him, trying to calm his ass down, I'm like, man, you'll be all right, man. I'm just going to take these stitches off, and then you're on your way, all right? Then he gets to crying, talking about, man, be careful, man, because I'm very sensitive, and, you know, I've been poked by those stitches and all of that. And I'm listening to him, and then he looks at me, and he said, what are you, dumb? As soon as he said that, yo, I flipped out on him, yo.
Oh my God.
Yo, who you calling dumb? I suggest you shut the hell up. You understand me? I'm like, yeah, like I went. Yo, he tried to. I said, shut up and don't speak to me at all. Like I went crazy, yo. This is in the office, yo. Okay? I said, don't you ever speak to me ever again. Okay? I'm not. And I said, I'm not taking off your snitches. I'm gonna go get somebody else to do it because I ain't dealing with you. So I took off my gloves. But yo, I felt bad afterwards because I was like, yo, don't you ever in your life speak to me ever again, yo. I swear, man. If we didn't have laws, I would have probably knocked his ass out. But that's just another story, yo. You know. See, this is why I say my Christianity. Like, okay, I'm nice. I'm kind-hearted person. I believe in Christ. But it's moments like that it's
challenge
like,
you.
Yeah, nigga. Like, what did I do to you? I'm here to just do my job, go home. I'm not here to argue with you. Why are you bringing your attitude over here for? If you having a bad day, don't come over here. You know what I mean? Exactly. Why did you go to the club if you're having a bad attitude, bad day? Or you went to the club to shoot somebody? Get out of here with that shit. Don't come outside at all until you get your mind right. But yeah, man, I felt bad afterwards though because yo, that nigga shut the hell up. He was scared to look at me. I felt bad afterwards, yo. I felt bad for real because the way I snapped at him was like, I was like, don't you ever talk to me like that ever again. Like, I mean, I said that shit in a powerful way. I felt bad afterward. As soon as I walked out and I told the doctor, I was like, yo, I'm not taking off this patient's stitches because he came in here with a bad attitude and disrespecting me, calling me dumb. So I'm not taking off his stitches. Y'all going to have to get somebody else to do that. But yeah, I felt bad. But see, this is the thing, man. Every time I got into a fight or something like that, nigga, I always felt bad afterwards, yo.
Yeah, because
I feel bad. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about me, man. I feel that's why I can't get involved in all this stuff, man, because I feel bad afterwards, yo. And I ain't even do anything.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's obviously the Holy Spirit, you know, saying like, hey.
Yeah, man, like, come on, bro. You think I'm supposed to be scared of you? You're a clown, bro. Like, for real.
Yeah.
Shoot.
That's funny.
Anyway, I gotta get up out of here, man. Check out the hat, though. Look at the hat, though.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love it. Love it.
Yeah. All right, bro. Hey, man, congratulations. Hope you get an extra 30,000 more. We'll be here for it.
Yes, sir. You already know.
We'll be here for it.
Wait a second. Let's change that number though.
What number?
You said an extra 30,000 more, and we're at the 3,000 mark. No. Any other number with that?
All right. We'll do 50,000, 20,000.
Yeah.
We'll do 1,000 more. Shoot.
I don't want anyone getting the wrong impression and wrong idea. That's all.
No, not over here, bro. Nah. Trust me, we're enemies of the bullshit.
Yep, that's well said.
We're enemies of the bullshit for life. Okay?
Yep.
And we already know who won this war. Okay? It's only a matter of time what happens again. But again, my kids deserve to have life too. And they deserve to be tested too.
Yeah.
But then again, if I don't make it to hell, or if it's all written and all that, then what does it matter if I had kids or not?
Yeah, that's your point. Makes sense.
Anyway,
but
bro.
Just know I'm making a few shorts off of some statements that you said earlier, so just be aware of that.
Listen, man.
Guess what? No.
I'm not worried about none of it. I just
let you know in advance. That's all.
My thing is this: when I start releasing these damn songs, yo.
Oh yeah, and as soon as you do, just that we can share them on here. So
I know, but it's like I don't plan on releasing Christian music anytime soon. I plan on doing what I set my mind on and finishing, and then once I'm done, then I go on to going back to what I was doing. But right now, I'm on a point where I'm just trying to get to where I'm getting at, and once I'm done doing that, then I'll stop doing that, go back to where I was, and finish what I was doing. Because I would love to have, at least 365 songs or more before I die.
Yeah. Fair enough.
I don't know, it's a hard thing to do. Like recording one song is already hard to do.
Right.
Trying to get there, it's really my goal, like personal goal. After that, I can retire. Like, if I felt like retiring right now, I would have just started releasing bullcrap and be like, whatever. Because at the end of the day, all these songs, I get tired of every song anyways. And I go on to the next one. And then I go to the next one. It's sad that I don't release it, but you already know why I don't release this stuff.
Yeah.
But when I do end up releasing it, I already know it is what it is. You're gonna make friends, you're gonna make enemies. It's vice versa. It don't matter, yo.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I'm basically selling my voice, my thoughts, and all that. So it's fun to do, but it's hard to do. So hopefully I get there. 365 songs.
I'm sure you will. It's that kind of task and project is not hard for you.
I know I have over 1,000 verses. I know I have over 1,000 verses. Like if I were to measure how many verses I've done, I got over 1,000 verses, yo.
Easily.
That I can do on TikTok. But anyway, let me get up out of here, man. I'm about to eat my food and get ready for tomorrow.
Nah, bro. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it.
It was fun, wish we could do this more often, but how it is.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right.
Hopefully I see you this weekend.
Yeah, we will. So.
All right, bro. God
bless
bless everyone. And I'll see y'all on the next one.
Peace.
Later, yo.
So, I mean, again, if you're just now getting here, y'all missed out on so much laughter earlier. The runtime of this live is 2 hours and 37 minutes. And I know that sounds like a lot, but trust me, once you start watching the stream from the very beginning, it's an easy watch and you'll lose track of time easily. A lot of laughter, a lot of deep conversations and a lot of funny stories and all that. So that being said, though, I am going to start wrapping things up. But before I do that officially, if Emily could do me a huge favor and links some of the links in the live chat, the PayPal, the Cash App, and the merch store link. So because this is a celebratory milestone stream, as I always tell you guys, you don't ever have to do any type of like donation or whatever. You don't have to. But if you can and want to, and you got a chuckle, a laugh out of this stream, we made you laugh, we made you think about certain things, we made you, I don't know, question certain things or realize certain things. If in any way, shape, or form we blessed you or benefited you through this stream, and you got something out of it, right? Consider, blessing myself, the team, or the channel through some of the options that Emily Rose is putting in the live chat and that are in the scrolling banner below me. All right. So again, you don't have to, but if you can and want to, I mean, these are just certain ways to bless like myself, the team, or the channel, or even my family. So I'm gonna leave you guys with that. Congrats to us, my team, the channel, to you guys and myself, for reaching not only 3,000 subscribers, but like a second family here online, here on YouTube, a community. Again, if you're some new subscriber that subscribed because of a short that you saw, an informative, gossip-ish entertainment industry short, I do highly recommend you checking out the chill streams, the team streams, the podcast episodes, the different playlists that this channel has to offer. I promise you it will be worth it. So don't stay stuck on the shorts. Sure, go through those and have a good laugh. But I highly recommend checking everything else out. So anyways, thank you, Miss Rose. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And yeah, congrats to all of you and my team and myself. And this was JDQ with Vision View TV. And until next time, God bless you guys. Stay safe, stay blessed, and peace out.